There is power in words. Long after someone is gone, what they've left us can still inspire, even words about inspiring. Said the recently passed away author B.B. Moore Campbell, quote, "My emotional survival plan must be to actively seek inspiration instead of passively waiting for it to find me." You know, members of the Lake Oswego football team seek it every day with someone who inspires by sharing his lessons. Chris Connolly with a story that will give you every single reason to dream.
It is playoff week for the Lakers of Lake Oswego High School near Portland, Oregon. And so on their wet and windy field, they practice as other teams do. But that same week, in their locker room, they prepare as no other team can, gathering together and listening to words written for their ears alone.
Perhaps you are too young to know this, but eventually, most of the days of your life will fade from memory.
They are words of motivation from a man who needs others to move him.
My senior year, we were simply not good enough to be the state champions. You are.
Words of inspiration from a man whose will to live has inspired so many.
Today, I cannot walk and am confined to this wheelchair.
They are the words of Jeff Young.
Jeff has been through more than any one of us could be through in one of our lifetimes. He feels that he's fighting just as hard, or he's fighting with us in our battle for football and his battle for life.
I've been given top challenge. Somehow there's a way to turn this into good.
A generation ago, in 1979, Jeff Young was a sturdy running back at Lake Oswego, taking handoffs from quarterback Chimes Austin and earning respect for his dedication.
When football season was on, he dialed in and he got in the zone and, you know, ate, breathed, slept football.
I can remember him coming home after a practice and going back out in the street in the front of our house and running laps backwards.
He was still playing Division III college football when, in 1983, Jeff was diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, Lou Gehrig's disease. Doctors said he could expect to live just 3 more years.
What was it like when you heard that it was ALS?
I had never heard him complain or say, "Poor me," or "Why me?" Never have I heard that out of that boy.
Well, first of all, it's hard to believe. You know, I thought this can't be. But, you know, he just went on.
In 1989, Jeff married and had a daughter. After he and his wife divorced, Jeff became a single parent to Priya.
I think probably because of his condition, I think that we are closer. He's doing really well right now, but we know that our time is somewhat limited, and that, you know, he's not going to live as long as like most of my friends' parents will.
While his family and a caregiver looked after him, Jeff took refuge in words. He began emailing a daily note of reflection to his wide circle of friends. His upbeat attitude made a big impression on Lake Oswego football coach Steve Corey when he stopped by Jeff's house 4 years ago.
Here's a guy in a wheelchair that can, you know, he needs help to do everything, and he's going to have an impact on the world, you know, and so it was a neat story. And then you know, getting him involved was really kind of Jeff's idea.
I figured out that I can take what I've gone through, give the Tigers a message that they need to hear, and do it with credibility.